easy to define. Steady living bring you peace of mind. Would you ever trip my line? Steady living, a change of lifestyle. Steady living with my body.
Co-workers and volunteers, Forrest and Mark, kindly helped Rose and I refine our diamond beds here in the middle. We've got them all amended and raised and neatened up, straightened our lines a little bit, so they're ready for the blueberries to go in. They've been ready for the blueberries to go in since two Sundays ago, but it's just a matter of what plants are screaming to go in the ground first. Some of them are crying in their little pots saying, help, we're root bound, we get dry every 3 hours. So we're getting them out first, and then eventually we'll get all these blueberries in the ground. So we've been working on our blueberry patch. We finished out raising our beds and amending them out on that far side. Last week we had several field trips. Sometimes field trips can be a little bit distracting from just getting the plants in the ground, and then other times we were so fortunate to have several groups come out from Summit School, which is a very progressive alternative school that doesn't really use textbooks so much as field experience, and they came out and planted plants. And I was really surprised when some students asked when it was their turn to go haul manure in wheelbarrows and shovel rocks because they'd been planting plants too long. They were hardworking kids, a very inspiring teacher, very inspiring school setting, and they were very helpful. So we got a lot of chard and other things planted out in the far end over there with them, and we really enjoyed having them out. The questions that they asked just made us think. You know, when they were shoveling manure, there were all sorts of manure jokes, of course. At the age of 7th graders, you can't avoid them when shoveling manure piles, but all sorts of interesting conversations came up, like what is the white stuff, what does mycelium do, what does fungus do, do you want fungus in your vegetable soil or bacteria? And we talked about how bacteria is probably better for fruit, but we want mycelium and mycorrhizae everywhere, breaking things down and being the consciousness of the soil, more or less. You know, some students asked, why do you use cow manure and not horse? What about goat manure? How many stomachs do a goat have? How many stomachs does a horse have? Which ones have more seeds? It is absolutely fantastic. I couldn't believe the thought and the questions that they would ask. And I think one of my favorites was when the topic of conversation turned to why don't we use human manures? And then we had to discuss, well, what are pharmaceuticals? What are antibiotics? What are all these other things? So, and we talked about how, you know, if it was just a select group of us using our composting toilets here, yeah, we could use human manure, but open to the general public, being right in town, it's a pretty big risk because people take a lot of drugs. The fantastic kids, and thank you very much to their teacher. Rose and I we've taken to eating our lettuce for dinner. We're very happy to be growing some of our own food and finally reaping the benefits from that. We've kept certain beds close to home. The idea being the beds that we use most need to be close to home. We don't have animals out here yet, so of course there's always the concept, if you have chickens that you have to feed through the winter, you keep them close to the home so you're not trucking your way out in the snow. We don't really have that, so what we kept close to home are our favorite things that are more for our preferences of eating than for marketing. So Rose has taken really special care of some beds that she has made absolutely fabulous right close to the house that are full of Mizuna, chard, butter crunch lettuce, Grand Rapids, some red leaf lettuces, and more. And I've been absolutely stoked that she's been picking lettuce in the evening time and serving it for dinner. It couldn't be better. She just picks off a few leaves off each one, yeah, just a few of the biggest leaves, and they just keep on growing and growing. Some of them have taken to bolting already because they might have had stress while we were getting the water situated, and more than anything, this rocky soil, if it's not wet, I'll check now, it's barely cooler than I am right now, and it's wet. So when it's dry out here, you lean down and put your hand on the soil, and it's warm to the touch. It's warmer than I am, and I'm at 98 degrees, and so It's hard to imagine and believe, but a lot of times during the day, the soil has to, if it's warmer than what I am, when I'm feeling it, I imagine it's got to be over 100 degrees in the rocks. So that's why we really need hay. We need any kind of organic matter, hay, leaves, straw, whatever we can to start mulching over the top and retaining that water. And it's my opinion that that's why the lettuce is bolting so early in the year, is because it's so warm and it's reflecting that light right back up and that radiating that heat right back up. So they might be thinking that it's actually August when it's only the beginning of June. The mulch works wonders. Rose was very meticulous about mulching our own beds that are right there for our food more than they are for markets or for sharing. It's kind of our personal little 3 beds over there, and she's mulched them really well, and it's a night and day difference how they retain water. And we can water them every other day or less sometimes, and they're fantastic. And they're part of this field out here that if they aren't watered twice a day, it is just dry as a bone. So mulching, I can't say enough about how valuable mulching is, especially out in the Spokane Valley where from the floods, I guess from the ice dams that broke in Sandpoint, Missoula, I don't know, was it thousands of years ago that would, 15,000 years ago they would come through.
Steady living bring you peace of mind. Would you ever trip my line? Steady living a change of lifestyle. Steady living with my body for a while.